Clopay and Nedick Minster welcomes you to this broadcast of OHSAA Girls Basketball Tournament on NKTelco Sports. We're at Spencerville High School where the Ridgemont Golden Gophers take on the Minster Wildcats. Tonight's game is being brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Along with Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. We're at Spencerville High School, a matchup between the NWCC Ridgemont Golden Gophers, the number 11 seed, and the number 3 seed out of the MAC, the Minster Wildcats. The Wildcats on the season put together a pretty fair season, maybe not at their high standards of what they've been. 14-8, their 16th straight winning season. Ridgemont Golden Gophers 5-17.
Yeah, the Golden Gophers, Dave, struggled a bit. They have trouble scoring the basketball, only averaged 37 points a game. And tonight they're without one of their leading scorers. She unable to participate tonight, so that'll hamper them. And Amanda Howard out for the game, so she's sick. Tough break for them as they're going to need all cylinders functioning tonight, and they're already without their leading scorer. One of their leading scorers, 8.8, but they'll have to have a next player step up, but tough season. They're having to face a good Minster team who plays a very difficult schedule.
Yeah, they really beefed up that schedule. Ended up winning their last 3 games over Fort Recovery, and then collided in Coldwater in overtime. Also some representation for the Wildcats on the MAC team as well.
Yes, they did well. Ella Mesher earning first team honors as a senior, and also Katie McClurg, junior, second team honors, and rounding out that with Lily Barhorse, the tall, lengthy sophomore. So they got some representation, and that's an honor to be named. 10 teams, usually pretty good in that conference with good athletes, and to be mentioned in them is an honor. And Minster has continued to grow in this year. They lost a lot off their table last year in Wolf and Janae Hoyne. So those are huge shoes to fill, and it took them a bit to get going. But like you said, 3 wins to end the season, and maybe getting their best basketball, if you will, at the right time of the season, tournament time. Yeah,
not only lost those 2 players, the whole grade was very deep. There was like 6 or 7 seniors who were very good. And then on top of that, they beefed up their schedule. They made it even tougher. They added teams like Tri-Village, who's tied ranked for first, yes, ranked number 1. They played OG as year in, year out, good app, yep, good. Arcanum, a very good team. And so their record, though almost all schools would take that record, may not be what they were the last couple of years, but they really had a really tough schedule. Now we're going to take a little break here for the national anthem here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome back here to Spencerville High School for a sectional tournament. Last night we had New Knoxville winning easily over Upper Soda Valley. Today we have another matchup between the MAC and the NWCC. As we have the Ridgemont Golden Gophers 5-17, the number 11 seed. Minster, the number 3 seed, 14-8 out of the MAC. Introducing the referees, we will have our Sydney All-Glaze Audiology starting lineups in just a minute here. Not a huge crowd here tonight. I think the weather kind of scared some people away.
Moved the game up 30 minutes to help get the first and second games done before maybe freezing rain happens.
So everybody braved the journey to what's known as the walk-in closet at Spencerville. Nice facility here. Hosting here today. The winner of this game will play the winner of the second game, which is between number 8 seed Waynesfield Goshen, number 6 seed Fort Recovery. That game starts right after this contest. Now they'll do the starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. They'll start with the Golden Gophers. The coach is Tim Wyatt, 7th-year head coach. Brooke Nelson, number 12, a senior, averages 14 points a game. Callie Cromer, their second leading scorer at 11 points a game, another senior. 13, Jenna Ward, senior, 3 points. Charlie Chronister, junior. Jada Dondre, a sophomore, averages 3 points a game. So again, the starting lineups: Chronister, Nelson, Ward, and Dondre and Cromer under the head coach Tim Wyatt in his 7th year. Now for the Minster Wildcats. Number 4, 5'4" junior Katie McClurg, 7.5 game for the second team All-MAC player. Casey Albers, 5'9" junior, 9 points a game. Their defensive specialist, 5'7" junior Morgan Sparks, 4.4 a game. Lily Barhorse, honorable mention in the MAC, 6.6 a game. And then first team All-MAC, number 20s, Ella Mesher, averages 10.5 a game. Head coach for the Wildcats in his 6th year, Mike Wiss. Jeff, while we got a minute, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's start with the Golden Gophers.
Well, the Gophers know they have to handle the Minster defensive pressure. They know that they also need to shoot well. As a team, only shooting 26%, so they need to shoot better than that to hang with the Cats and take care of the basketball. Kind of goes along with handling the pressure, but the Ridgemont Golden Gophers average 18 turnovers a game. Can't have that tonight.
And then for the Minster Wildcats, a lot of emphasis on the D.
Yeah, that's kind of what has got them, it seems like, through the years, very successful. They play good defense. That's a key. Defend the arc. Don't let Ridgemont get hot from beyond the arc. And also rebound the basketball. One and done for the Ridgemont Golden Gophers. And on the offensive end, see what's of your size and athleticism can take any missed shots you might have and put them back for buckets off the second opportunity.
Once again, those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio. Getting ready for the tip, Nelson and Mesher, and we are underway. Glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports. Tip controlled by the Wildcats. McClurg, the point guard, will run it over to Sparks on the wing. Looks like the
zone defense.
Zone defense 2-3, it looks like. Mesher, turnaround, she's open. Crashing the boards is Barhorse, not able to get it. Second try, did the same thing. So 3 chances, no basket for the Wildcats as Brooke Nelson, their leading scorer, brings it across.
Nelson at 14.4 a game and also almost 5 rebounds a game. So she gets it done for the Golden Gophers, and she is a senior.
Foul there by Ella Mesher.
That's a quick foul for Mesher. They like to keep her obviously on the court. The Cats' main offense and defense is basically the 5 you see on the court, especially their offense. So Mesher has to be careful she doesn't pick up a second cheap one here. Pretty aggressive out there. She deflects it out of bounds, but you got to be careful she doesn't get a quick one here.
Mesher, the only senior in there with 3 other juniors and a sophomore. You talked about almost all their scoring comes from their starters. They have no bench player that averages more than 1 point a game. So these 5 girls are the ones that are going to do the lion's share of the scoring, and they will have it traveling against the Golden Gophers.
Not to say that the support players don't play good defense, and sometimes, you can get by with that as long as you play good, solid defense. You get some minutes on the floor and, let those people that have that offensive knack, if you will, take care of the offense.
Second possession for the Wildcats, Albers. She's their main 3-point shooter as well as McClurg.
Cats had those 3 looks in their first possession, all good looks, and came away with nothing, so they'll have to shake that off. But good to see the offensive battle on the rebound, if you will. Barhorst. Won't miss many more of those shots, but had 2 good looks.
On the inbound, Sparks, Mesher. A lot of movement so far on offense against this zone.
Talk about Barhorst. She shoots 62% from 2-point shots. And again, she won't miss many more of those. She had some good looks early on.
Sparks open for the 3. Mesher with the follow. Ella Mesher.
Well, the Cats, Dave, take care of that opportunity on that trip. And now they cause a quick turnover.
Stolen by Albers, ahead to Sparks. Mesher will give it up to McClure, trying to set a screen. Sparks. Minster has had a trouble at times with their passing. A lot of bad passes result in some turnovers when they're going bad. There's a 3 by McClure. Another offensive rebound, but Barhorst is tied up for the jump ball.
3rd offensive rebound for Barhorst. Possession, though, will give it over to, I guess won't be an offensive rebound. It'll be a team defensive rebound for the Golden Gophers.
On the Aldern possession, full court pressure for the Wildcats has been a staple through the years. Cromer shot, gets her own rebound, blocked from behind. Casey Albers comes up with the rebound. Fights off 3 Gophers, up ahead to Sparks. She'll push it to Mesher, down to Barhorst, and that's stolen away. Maybe one too many passes there. Sparks defending Nelson, double team. Get over Cromer. There's the 2 main scorers, 14, 11 points apiece for Nelson and Cromer. And there's blocked on the steal. Albers with another recovery. Pass up ahead, Mesher for the layup.
Good job by Mesher running the floor and able to get down there and take advantage of a nice opportunity and finish with the left hand, her 4th point of the game.
Cromer not able to get the left-handed layup, and Albers been around the ball a lot on the defensive end. Pass up to Sparks, 15-footer is blocked. Rebounded there by Dawn Dre. Cromer pushing it, a high arcing shot, way off the mark, and there's an Albers, another rebound, and she is fouled by Ward. It was all over her for the first foul on the Ridgemont Golden Gophers. Wildcats on the season 14-8. Had a 3-game losing streak in the middle of the season. That'll be a full timeout. And we'll be right back with tournament action here on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Welcome back. Head coach Tim Wyant for Ridgemont calling in a timeout. Sponsored by Precision Strip in Minster, Ohio. Right now, the Minster Wildcats with a 4-point lead.
Well, they've done so. They've created some turnovers. They got 3 turnovers off Ridgemont, and offensively, they missed some shots. Remember, they got the 1 bucket from Mesher in transition. The other one came from Mesher off an offensive rebound. Other than that, it's been one and done, so not much of a flow offensively. Ridgemont's shots have been challenged, been kind of rushed a little bit, and that's all credit to the Minster's pressure defense, forcing maybe Ridgemont to play a little bit faster on offense than what they want.
If Coach Wiss tries to change things, attacking this zone, Albers gives it over to McClure. Passed outside, Albers with the tray, in and out. Rebound, and we will have a jump ball. Aldern possession, should keep it with the Wildcats.
That's Minster's 4th offensive rebound over to here in the quarter.
Substitution number 32, Claire Lamb, in the game. She's coming off an ACL injury this summer, came back able to play about midway through the season. Good, strong player underneath. Mesher might have got away with the travel there, able to get it to Sparks. Defense is causing them some trouble so far. As they go to Mesher, she thought about it. There's Albers in some trouble. Gives it up. Lamb banks it home. Claire Lamb with the basket.
Well, it was a long possession, Dave, and nothing really came easy, but Lamb gets credit for the long-distance shot, a bank shot of all things, and bucket for the Cats.
Another steal by Albers. Lamb came up with it, pushes to McClurg. Katie over to Mesher. All the way over to Albers. In the corner of Sparks. More than halfway through this first quarter, some long possessions by both teams. There's McClurg with a three. Rebound to Ridgemont. That'll be Nelson. Brings it out, good ball handler, off balance shot. Albers with the board.
It maybe was off balance, but probably is, one of their better looks, to get a shot off before the defense can get set.
Mesher drains a 16-footer. She's got 6 of the 8 points for the 8-0 lead.
3 of 4 shooting from the floor. She has one foul. She has to be careful she doesn't get a cheap one there defending number 24, Cromer, but avoided the foul, but Cromer has a nice kiss off the bank board. Their first bucket.
Bird backs it away a little bit, try to get Mesher in the middle. Sparks, they go over the zone. Albers will try another three. They go behind the backboard to be Ridgemont ball.
You mentioned Claire Lamb, who came in as a support player tonight. She's in her 10th game, so she missed about a half a season with that knee injury, so this will be her 10th game out of the Minster Wildcats' 23rd game of the season.
Into the game is Lindy Himmelgarn, number 12, a 5'4" junior. Usually the first guard off the bench. She came up with this steal, but her momentum took her across the end line.
Yeah, she definitely rotated down, but the ball handler went so far deep into our end of the court, if you will, that by the time Himmelgarn, who's playing good triangle defense, caught it, she's already standing out of bounds. So not a turnover, but a good defense by the Cats to slow down the offense.
Cromer kicks it out there. Shreve off on the shot. Rebound by Sparks. Shreve tries to come up with a steal, but it hit the end line. Stay with the Wildcats.
Talk about the shooting percentage for Ridgemont, just 27% from three-point range overall. So they haven't hit the outside shots very well, and they've chucked a few up tonight, been off by kind of a wide amount, so they'll have to try to find that rhythm.
Barhorst able to lay it in.
1 for 3 is Barhorst now in the game, and again, she's a very good field goal shooter from two-point shots, probably most of them coming in the paint, but she shoots a very impressive 62% from two-point shots on the season.
Cromer gives it up to Nelson. Ball's have been mostly in those two players' hands. Their third leading scorer, Amanda Holland, 9 points a game. She's out sick today, and there's Dondre's shot was blocked. Albers in the corner. Sparks will try the tree and hit it.
Her 13th made three-pointer of the season for number 13. So good shot there by Morgan Sparks, who averages 4.4 points a game.
Sparks comes up with the steal. Another turnover caused by the Minster defense.
5th turnover against Ridgemont.
Sparks will try another jumper. Nelson with the board. Nelson, a tall guard, walking it across the timeline. So we're under a minute to go here. We'll knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Wildcats. Ella Mesher, Katie McClurg return for the Wildcats. In the direction of Coach Wiss, his records in his first 5 seasons, 24-3, state championship, 26-3. Their state championship, 28-1, 22-5, 24-2. Very good record for Coach Wiss, who's also a longtime JV coach under Nan Steckschulte. And we will have a jump ball.
Yes, he's been around a lot of winning and knows how to get it done with the people we have. And again, lost a lot of people from last year's team, but still bounced back with a very respectable season this year.
16 straight winning seasons for the Wildcats. 27 of the last 28 were all winning seasons. Part of that has been defense, and there's Mesher with another steal. Pass ahead, not able to finish. Barhorst with another chance and banks it home.
I think the first shot was by McClurg in transition, and Barhorst then follows up the missed shot. Offensive rebound.
Number 5, Corinne Myring in the game for the Wildcats as well. Cromer in some traffic. Mesher comes up with a rebound. trying to extend this 15-2 lead. McClurg looking for a teammate. Myring finds Mesher off the glass and in.
Good job of finishing for the 6-foot senior. She's 4 or 5 and a quarter from the field. Very good percentage, and 8 points for Ella Mesher.
And there's a steal that will run out the first quarter of play on the First National Bank scoreboard. As Bar Horse goes down in a heap. It's Minster 17, Ridgemont 2 here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
One quarter in the books, you see the Minster Wildcats all-around Coach Wiss off to a little bit of a slow start, but they kicked it into the air. Their defense fed their offense for a big first quarter lead.
Yeah, they really did. It feels like they finished the first quarter a little bit better than they didn't miss many shots. They got a lot of balls in transition and made for some easier looks. They finished the first quarter 8 of 19 from the field. Only shot of that 1 of 7 from three-point range, but a very impressive 7 of 12 inside the arc. And they cashed in on a couple offensive rebound opportunities, put those back up for points. Neither team has attempted a free throw, and Ridgemont just 1 of 9 shooting in the first quarter. Ridgemont also 7 first quarter turnovers. Minster just 1.
So Minster start out the second quarter. It's Sparks, McClurg, Corinne Myring with the basketball, Mesher, and also Niemeyer. Listen, Niemeyer and Ella Mesher with a hot hand tonight.
She started off, and it's not all been inside as they force yet another turnover. She's hit some mid-range jumpers, and that's a shot you got knocked down. With defense is so good inside, usually you're being battled and contested. But when you're open by a couple feet, sometimes that mid-range area, you've got to be able to knock it down.
One too many steps there on Morgan Sparks. We'll turn it over. So the full court pressure again for the Wildcats. Able to get it to Cromer. Cromer with the only points so far for the Golden Gophers. Senior on this team. She tried to pass it back to Nelson. Be another turnover.
Well, the turnover is really a major culprit along with some poor shooting. It's both those things that Coach Wyatt wanted to prevent or eliminate, and so right now his team not able to get that done. Again, the field goal shooting, I said that maybe wrong earlier, just 26% from the field are the Golden Gophers on the season. And
pass underneath the Niemeyer, not able to finish. Elizabeth with her own rebound and
defense, or she'll commit the foul as well.
Over the back on the rebound for the senior. One of 6 seniors on this Minster team.
But the Gophers, you know, the shooting's not been well all year, and also too many turnovers per game. And right now they're filling those same fields, if you will. They're not shooting well and they're turning the ball over. So a rough start for the Ridgemont Golden Gophers.
Full court pressure against for the Wildcats. It's been a struggle, and Ridgemont against it, and there Niemeyer will tie up. Ball in possession will stay with Ridgemont. Ridgemont, members of the NWCC, they finished right in the middle of the pack at 4th place out of 7. Ridgedale won the NWCC 6-0. Waynesfield Goshen, who plays after this game against Fort Recovery, they're 5-1. Elgin 4-2, and then Ridgemont 3-3. Perry 2-4, Hardin Northern 1-5, and Upper Soda Valley 0-6. Again, those are your standings in the NWCC. There's Ward with the basketball. There's Nelson. Trying to drive, shot up. Corinne Myring with the rebound. Pass ahead to Sparks. Over into the corner, almost lost. It was on the end line or the sideline there. Myring lost the handle. Turnover to the Golden Gophers. Ridgemont, their school is headquartered in Mount Victory. There's their school address, and there is a jump ball, and this one will turn it over to the Wildcats. Bryn Myring did a good job there on the defense.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. It's difficult to handle if you can't catch and throw and, beat the defense with the passing to your open teammates. So Minster on cue defensively tonight.
Mesher gives it up. Myring will spot it up. Rebound there by Nelson. Almost loses the handle as it goes out of bounds. Wildcat ball.
Dribble got a little high. She avoided that violation, but then when she kind of went to rehandle it, lost it off her fingertips, and that's their 11th turnover of the game.
Casey Albers into the game. She's their leading three-point shooter as far as made threes at 36 on the season.
You mentioned 36 makes at 36%. So that's pretty good percentage from that distance.
I'm guessing she shot about 100 shots then.
Yeah. Easy
Just
math.
guessing.
Easy math.
We like easy math. Albers there in the corner.
But that's always a good factor. If you make them, that's fine. But if your percentage is real, real low, maybe not always a good decision, but she can hit them.
3 ball, Katie McClurg.
Her first points of the game, that's her 26th three-point shot, and she shoots it at 34%.
Steal by Masher in the layup. Timeout Ridgemont. As Coach Wyatt will take a precision strip timeout. That'll give us an opportunity to remind you our 5-star recruitment sponsors are Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors Clopay and Nidec Minster. Keys to the game were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays sponsored by Winners Meats. Our starting lineups were brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. All our timeouts this year are brought to you by Precision Strip. Our stats and recaps at the end of each quarters and halves brought to you by Wagner's IGA in Minster. Jeff and I will pick a player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. And our longtime scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. And on that scoreboard, Wildcats in complete control here, 24-2.
They've really owned this first half. I mean, you think about the amount of time that the ball's been on this half of the court. We're sitting right here in the end zone. This is our view. This is what we see. All the action's been at the other end of the field, if you will. All that because a lot of good backcourt defense. That press is causing turnovers, and they're staying. All the action's down there with Minster's offense. When Ridgemont does get it down here, it's been a pretty quick shot selection. They've got 1 or 2 girls right now that really have the offensive knack, if you will, and they seem to take it one-on-one at the basket and basically get a shot off. Maybe isn't always a great one, but might be better than nothing. And the turnovers have prevented them from even getting those many attempts as well.
So Coach Wyant, in his 7th year at Ridgemont, trying to adjust here. They're definitely the underdog coming into this at the 11th seed.
And that's tough to adjust. I mean, it's tough to tell them exactly what to do if you're mismatched. As in Cats force, she had another turnover, the 13th of the game.
Albers filled the passing lane. There's Barhorst is fouled on the way up, and sophomore Lily Barhorst will shoot 2.
Minster's done a nice job pushing the tempo. I've heard Coach Wiss earlier on, even say push it, I think, or advance it. Get it down the court, take advantage. We'll see the replay here again. Look at the numbers, 3-on-1 basically. So a nice bounce pass. Beautiful job there. Draws the fouls. Barhorst hits the first free throw of the game.
Barhorst averaging 6.6 on the season, 4 double digits games. Her season high was a 21-point game back against Parkway about halfway through the year. Casey Albers comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, Mesher got the rebound off of the Barhorst free throw on the left side. Her shot missed, and then securing the rebound is Casey Albers, the 3-point specialist. Now we'll have a chance at free throws where she is shooting a better percentage almost from beyond the arc than she is from the foul line.
Averages 9.0, 11 double-digit games, exactly half of her games. She's really developed her outside shooting. This is the second foul shot. Mesher with a rebound, and we have a foul on the rebound against Ridgemont.
3 quick fouls here against Ridgemont, and basketball will stay with, take it back, it was on Minster. Her second foul, so Mesher's second foul.
She's had a number of games where she's got into some foul trouble.
We had the New Knoxville game, Dave, and it took about 30 seconds or 45 seconds before she picked up 2 fouls early in that first quarter.
And she had her third early in the second quarter. Steal by Sparks. Mesher, long two-pointer. Barhorse with a stick back.
Minster making hay on the offensive glass. They've had a few rebounds already, and they've scored points off them now. They're really capitalizing on those second chances.
Mesher on her knees with the steal. Coach Bliss bailing her out with a timeout. Be a 30-second timeout. Just a reminder to follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM. And their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season long. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze County, WCSM Radio. They're just down a little bit of ways. You're on the end line of the, it's known nowadays as the walk-in closet. It was, their old gym was a very small, they called it the closet, so a very nice facility here, hosting the sectional tournament here. And
I meant to ask, we talked about it the other night against the New Knoxville game, how old this facility is, and I meant to ask the athletic director, Kelly Williams, if she knew that, and I forgot, but it's not brand new, but it's definitely, it's new and a newer building. It's really nice, it's spacious, and they did a good job.
And they're back, this year we're back to neutral sites for the sectional after 1 year last year, a lot because of COVID. The first round of the sectionals was at the home of the higher seeded team, and McClure drains a three.
For Katie McClure, her second made triple of the night, both of those coming here in the second quarter. And that again is now numbers 26 and 27.
31 points already for Minster. They average on the season 42. They give up 40, so not a really big margin. But again, a lot of that is due to the very tough schedule. They took a very good schedule and made it very tough. See if they'll pay dividends as the tournament goes down. Nelson's shot, banks too strong. That one is short. Ellen Mesher with the rebound. She'll say, I can take it up, and she gives it up to point guard Katie McClure. Morgan Sparks is open for the three. Long rebound, able to come up with it, gets it over McClure. Albers thought about it. A lot of bounce passes through the zone. Drive by Albers. Another follow by Barhorse, blocked from behind. So a lot of offensive rebounds that way. That time, I think it was Nelson with the block. Chronister, number 10 with the basketball. Nelson wants him to clear out. Able to get the ball back. Nelson, pull-up shot, hits it. Nelson, you can see why she averages 14 points a game with that shot.
Yeah, she was a quick release. She hasn't had many looks tonight. Obviously hasn't made any of them until that one, but she's the type of girl that can definitely, can get a shot off. Just needs a little bit more help around her to give her those chances.
Go into the corner. McClure tries for her third three. Albers fighting for the rebound. And she's saying that it went off the Ridgemont player, but the men in the striped suits do not agree. It'll be Ridgemont ball. Into the game, Claire Lamb, number 32 for the 5'8" senior. Jenna Ward gives it up to Nelson. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Or we'll have our Wagner's IGA stats and recap. Pull up by Nelson. Barhorse, she touched the end line on the rebound. So that's a rebound and a turnover, or just a team rebound?
Ridgemont a team rebound there. Barhorse really she landed out of bounds, so I just give it to Ridgemont.
Chronister with this three. Just always want to know what the official
those are my
statistician
stats.
You are.
Those are mine. I don't know.
That must be right.
But yeah, it is what it is. Tonight's a team rebound for the Ridgemont Golden Gophers.
Sparks with a tray. Just out of the reach of Lamb. Back to Nelson. Nelson and Cromer, the two players to score. Number 12 and 24 for the Golden Gophers. Chronister, a late start when Howland could not go tonight. Sparks with the rebound, and we have another jump ball. Order and possession will keep it with Ridgemont.
And Howland was their third leading scorer, averaging just under 9 points a game.
You have a whole bunch of Wildcats in the game. Try to get them number 3, Megan Wiss, number 12, Lindy Hemmelgarn. Alyssa Niemeyer into the game, number 11, Jaden Clooney. Looks like Morgan Sparks stayed in the game. And they did all that, and they were confused on whose ball it was. Minster almost got a free steal, if you will.
Yep. It's had a lot of jump balls, so, you know, gets a little bit of a workout, if you will, keep an arrow flip back and forth, but stays with the Ridgemont here. 2 minutes play first half.
Shreve with the shot. That goes out of bounds, will stay with the Golden Gophers. So right now we have, let's see, 3 seniors and 2 juniors in the game right now. Actually, Claire Lamb checked back in for Sparks. Nelson trapped in the corner by Hemmelgarn. Cromer with the basketball. Drives to the hoop through some traffic. Rebound there by Jaden Clooney. Hemmelgarn all the way to Lamb for the layup. Chance for the three-point play by Claire Lamb.
Well, it's good to see the senior again missing quite a few ball games. Take a nice look here, the nice long pass, and Lamb not only catches it, but gets connected or contacted, muscles it in. Averaging points-wise here as she makes the free throw.
Completes the three-point play. She was in the rotation last year as a junior. And 5 points already for Lamb. And as Nelson falls, or Cromer falls, turns it over. Looking at Lamb's statistics, that's her season high. She had only scored 2 points coming into the game, so her season high for the senior Claire Lamb.
Yeah, it's 4 points tonight, so it's nothing like your 5, I'm sorry, right. A bucket in the first and the three-point play there we just saw in transition.
Megan Wiss, correct on the lineup. We have 4 seniors in the game. The only junior right now is Lindy Hemmelgarn. Lamb gives it up to Megan Wiss. Hemmelgarn coming on a minute to go before halftime. Wildcats in control here as the number 3 seed over the number 11 seeded Golden Gophers. Clooney will find Wiss. Back to Clooney. She'll try the tray. Ball will go out of bounds. Will go to the Golden Gophers. Wildcats back off the pressure here is Kaylee Cromer. She's a senior as well as Nelson. Shot up by Nelson. Niemeyer comes up with the rebound. Coach Wiss is saying, let's go. Pushing the tempo. Hemmelgarn. Wraparound pass to Lamb. Kicks it out to Clooney. Niemeyer step back 3. Rebound by Lamb. Gives it up to Niemeyer. Back to Clooney. There's Hemmelgarn. We're under 10 seconds to go. She resets it. And that's stolen. 3 seconds. Cromer running 3. That will end our first half of play. It's been all Wildcats. They have dominated from start to finish on our First National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats 34, Golden Gophers 4. We'll be back with our Wagner's IJ stats and recap here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Welcome back to Spencerville High School. We are at halftime. Wildcats in control on our First National Bank scoreboard. For our Wagner's IJ stats and recap, here's Mr. Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Dave. All Minster here in the first half. Ridgemont 2 of 18 from the floor. Of those, they were 0 of 6 from three-point line. Minster 14 of 36 from the field. Included in that, 3 of 15 from three-point range. Ridgemont did not attempt a free throw. Minster hit on 3 of 5. Minster dominated the boards by 7. Those 22 rebounds to 15 for the Wildcats. Half of those were offensive, and they put at least 3 or 4 of those back up for a total of 6 or 8 points in the first half, and turnovers big. 16-4. Again, Minster took advantage of some of those steals they got, and those created some easy transition buckets or opportunities for the Wildcats. Scoring in the first half for Ridgemont, 2 points apiece from Brooke Nelson and Callie Cromer for Minster. 12 from Ella Mesher, 7 from Lily Barhorse, 6 from Katie McClurg, 5 from Claire Lamb, 3 from Morgan Sparks, and 1 from Casey Albers, their total of 34.
So 34-4 as the Wildcats on the floor. Looks like they have their starting lineup to start the second half in Mesher, Sparks, McClurg, Albers, and Barhorst. We're at 30 points right now, so could have a fast-moving clock here quickly. Mesher comes up with the steal, gives it up to Sparks for the layup. Sparks took a hand in the mouth there on the layup, but looks like she's okay.
Able to make the shot, and that's a 32-point lead, and back-to-back turnovers for Ridgemont to start the third quarter.
Albers with the steal. Sparks tries another layup. She is fouled by Nelson.
It was a hard foul by Nelson. She wanted to make sure that Sparks didn't get 2 layups off of her. I think the time before it might have been Nelson that fouled. It didn't foul her, but hit Sparks in the face this time. A very hard foul. Before Sparks really got airborne, luckily, so it was on the ground, but in the act of shooting.
Sparks misses the first one. 4.4 on the season. Her scoring has gone up as the season's gone on. Her 2 double-digit games were the last 2 games at 10 and 11 against Kalida and Coldwater. Very quick guard. Usually draws the toughest defensive assignment. She hits 1 or 2 in the free throws. Pass ahead to Barhorse, or with steal by Barhorse. Lily, stop, pop for the layup.
Well, Minster has got that 35-point mark in a hurry. I mean, we've played just over 30 seconds, and they've got the 3 buckets or the free throw. They've created 3 turnovers already, and running clock situation now.
They come quick in the 1-3-1. They like to show at times. They like to put Ella Mesher, 6-foot athletic Ella Mesher at the top of that defense. Is a very defense to overcome, and then some quick guards.
Sense. Yeah, to play secondary line, if you will. So
yep.
That taller, lengthier girl up top, you can really cut the court in half because it's so hard to throw over top.
Another steal. Barhorst gives it up. Albers will hit the tray. Casey Albers.
Well, the Wildcats, what a start here. A minute and a half in, they've already scored 2, 4, 7, 8 points, and a long
Nelson with a long two there to answer for Ridgemont.
Remember, Nelson has 14 points a game.
Nesher wide open for the rebound, or for the layup. She's got 14.
Pretty easy right now for the Wildcats offense. So Ridgemont, a rough start to the third quarter. You know, tough game for them as Minster just is physically bigger, faster, stronger in all positions.
Minster had a stretch there in late January. They lost 3 in a row. They went from 9-4 to 9-7, and it's been a while with Minster's success. It's been a while since they've lost 3 in a row, but they've recovered since that time, and they've won 5 of their last 6 games.
I'll watch the game. You show me who those losses were against, Dave.
They were against New Knoxville, Marion Local, and Tri-Village. They're all ranked in the states.
About 2, 3, and 6 in the state Division 4.
So quality losses,
yes,
if you will.
You know, good ways to learn. You know, it's for a program that's been very strong. You know, you still have those moments, and it's a good way to learn, suffering those losses.
Barhorse with yet another offensive rebound basket. Lily now in double figures with 11.
And she's battled. She has done a nice job offensive rebounding and really had to fight through some defense as Nesher scores another one off of a turnover.
48-6. Wildcats are in control as Albers has come up with a lot of steals on that end of the court all game. Comes up with another one. McClurg tries a 3. Barhorse kicks it out to Sparks. Right now, Coach Wiss has 5 starters getting some action. I imagine they will not be staying in much longer. Doing a good job here tonight, and Mesher a little bit too far under the basket.
A little bit of foul too, but at this point, I'm sure the whistle may be a little bit lighter on the defensive side against Ridgemont, but there was plenty of contact.
Talked about those 3 losses to New Knoxville, Marion Local, Tri-Village. The other losses are Russia, a very good year this year for Russia. Fort Laramie, we know about them. Anna, a little bit of an upset there. They lost on a last-second basket there. Arcanum, who was ranked in the top 10 at that time. And then OG, a Division III powerhouse. So, again, some quality losses there.
Yeah, if you look, I didn't realize that many ranked teams is who they played. And Arcanum is one of those teams you don't hear much about, but they had a very good year as well. You know, it might have been a ranked team as well.
Yeah, they were ranked in the top 10 at that time. I think they dropped a little bit since then. Cromer loses it on the way. McClurg comes up with it. And we will have a jump ball. Number 5, Corinne Myring checked in the last dead ball, senior, for the Wildcats.
Minster scored 17 points in each quarter in the first half, and Ridgemont scored 2 points in each quarter.
Nelson shot off, and there is a foul in the backcourt as Myring tried to pass it, and her arm was grabbed. Talked about the MAC recognition of Minster, Ella Mesher first team, Katie McClurg second, Lily Barhorse first. Some of the other ones on the first team. Honorable mention. Some of the other ones first team on our NKTelco teams. Sammy Holscher and Lindsay Koenig. Sammy Holscher, co-player of the year. For New Bremen, Chloe Bornhorst and Kayla Friend, first team. And then 3 of them for New Knoxville, Ellie Gable, Avery Henson, and Carson Henson for the outright MAC champion New Knoxville.
And Ellie Gable, Dave shared that co-player with Sammy Holscher.
Rebound kicked out. Myring with the tray. Rebound Wildcats. Albers banks it home. 50. Wildcats the first to 50 tonight. Turnaround shot in there by number 23, Lauren Wingfield. Pass ahead to Myring. The path is cut off. Up and under and in by Barhorst.
Pretty nice move by Barhorst. Lengthy, long legs, I guess. You know, what do you want to say? She gained some space on the step through and still strong enough to get a good quality shot off the glass. Again, shooting 62% from the field. that's a heck of a deal when you're making shots at that rate.
In for the Wildcats, 23, Alyssa Niemeyer. Number 11, Jaden Clooney. And number 12, Lindy Hemmelgarn. For Coach Mike Wiss. Assisted by Nan Steckschulte, who's the all-time winningest coach at Minster High School. And Shelley Wolf. And then first-time JV coach Leanne Hilsman, who guided her JV squad to a 21-1 JV record.
The lone loss
was to Rushi, second game of the year. So
nice
through the
job.
years, they've had a nice JV record through the years. Part of it is they don't have to rush any young players up. They don't have to rush a freshman or a sophomore, let them develop on JV. And Coach Hilsman did a nice job developing the players on JV, as we will have Kaylee Cromer will shoot 2 here.
These
Callie
are their,
Cromer.
yeah, Callie's 2 shots here, the first free throws of the night for the Golden Gophers. And, these teams are matching up tonight, and the Minster is going to prevail with a win. But coming up, we'll have the same matchup, Dave, on the other side of the gender, if you will. The males, the guys play each other, correct?
Yes, they do. That'll be over at Coldwater. We'll have that game. I think it's on Wednesday, I believe, next week, as we'll be covering some games at Coldwater, the D4 sectional there. Last few seconds, Albers with a tray. Casey Albers finishes out the third quarter with a triple. With an exclamation mark as we go to the fourth quarter. The Wildcats big here on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
So go to the fourth quarter. You see the 5 Wildcats out there for the fourth quarter. They're in complete control on our First National Bank scoreboard here in this sectional opener there for the Wildcats.
Minster probably played their best quarter of the game, too. They've got a lot of confidence coming in the second half. They scored 21 points, did things really at will, forced a number of turnovers, 8 in that quarter. It led to a lot of easy buckets, but they also shot pretty well from the field, 7 of 8 from the field. A lot of them were interior shots and hit 2 of 7 from three-point range, but really got a lot of volume shots inside. Again, took care of offensive rebounds they had and put those up for points.
Myron gives it to her classmate, Alyssa Niemeyer, tries to drive, has to kick it out. Clooney passed it down low, goes out of bounds to be Ridgemont ball.
First turnover of the half for the Wildcats.
You have Clooney, Niemeyer, Lindy Hemmelgarn, and Corinne Myron. And number 22, Anna Larger. Anna Larger, midway through the season, was starting for the Wildcats. Then got injured, was out about 6 or 7 games, and then she's, as far as I know, she wrapped up the rest of the season on JV. Was a strong, very strong defensive player, and there's a good defensive play there by Lindy Hemmelgarn. Hemmelgarn, an excellent softball player, shortstop on the softball team.
Yeah, her season, if you will, is still coming up this spring, but Minster, a lot of girls, if you will, playing softball as well, but right now finish out the basketball. But yeah, the second unit, if you will, here for the Cats, continuing to play hard. They come up with another turnover and go to work with the running clock.
Minster will play on Saturday. They're going to be going for their 27th sectional title in girls basketball in school history, looking for their 7th in a row. Stick back by Niemeyer, and listen, Niemeyer's in the scorebook.
Her first points again, and it comes off offensive rebound. So, Minster's done a lot hitting shots, but they've also done a nice job. That rebounding has been very special to them tonight.
Yeah, foul there. Talked about all those sectional titles and 7 sectionals in a row. or looking for the 7th. They've also won the district the last 6 years as well. And that'll be tested right now. They're the number 3 seed. They chose to go onto the New Knoxville side as the number 1 seed. You got to beat everybody. And then on the opposite side, if you go to the top seeds, it'll be number 2, Marion Local, number 4, New Bremen. And there's a nice steal by Helmegarn. The New Bremen will have to play number 5, Parkway. Had a little bit of a scare last night, but before they prevailed over Ada. We will have, or that'll be the 4 versus 5 on Saturday, as that will be turnover. We'll give it to Ridgemont.
And those games are at Shawnee with the Bremen, Parkway, and
yeah, the other part of the sectional side, if you will.
Yep.
The bottom part of the bracket. It'll be Marion Local against St. Henry. It'll be New Bremen against Parkway at all MAC sectional there on Saturday at Shawnee. We will have those games on NKTelco Sports. We'll be streaming them. Dave Helmstetter and Scott Fryer, our colleagues, will be on the call.
I'll be working in the van, helping bring you that telecast.
There you
Should
go.
be exciting. I can't wait. Hope my boss is lenient on me and doesn't explode or get mad if I'm pushing the wrong buttons, but I'll learn.
Take it easy on him, Scott, on Saturday. So
I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy that aspect of the business, if you will, so I'm always willing to learn.
Seniors Claire Lamb and Megan Wiss into the game. Can't learn any younger, right?
Right on. It's been I've done it a few times, just not very often, so I'm excited. And again, good basketball there at Shawnee between some MAC schools, so that'll be good to watch no matter what angle I'm seeing of that. So
in afternoon games, that's unusual to have sectional finals in the afternoon, at least in the Northwest district.
Especially. I don't know why, because that'll give me
probably because the Shawnee teams are playing that evening.
That's what our producer just kind of wired into us in this live information, as Shawnee's has a home game that night. So that'll allow me then to hustle from there to come over here and watch New Knoxville and Hard Northern play. And then we won't have the game, but I'll be able to watch that game. And then Minster will take on the winner of our next game between Fort Recovery and Waynesfield.
Yeah, we'll also be covering the games at Sydney on Saturday afternoon. Brandon Coverman and myself will be doing the Russia Botkins game. Should be a pretty good matchup.
Yes.
17 wins for Botkins, 19 wins for Russia, and then Fort Laramie has been rolling in tournament. Will play Houston, who's had a fair season as well.
Houston has put together some wins, and but Fort Laramie, boy, what a run they've had in that sectional there at Sydney, winning 90-11 and like 76-4. And that's with a running clock in the second half. So one, it tells you how good Fort Laramie is and how deep they are, because I'm sure all 12 players or 15, whatever's on the roster, are getting to play, but still to score that many points is still a talent. So
a couple substitutions coming in. Number 44, Brooke Clooney, a sophomore, I believe her first varsity action, being pulled up from the JV. Also number 24, Chloe Thien. And we'll check as they spread out here. Also number 30, Kennedy Cordy, into the game. And Claire Lamb will come up with the rebound. There's Brooke Clooney, who was a point guard on the JV team. She works it over there to Thien. Battle for the rebound. Clooney scores her first varsity points. Always a moment there when you hit your first. That was her first attempt. The sophomore Clooney's in the scorebook. 59-9 on our first National Bank scoreboard. 3 ball off the mark. Clooney comes up with a rebound. Pass ahead to Thien. To Wiss. Her teammates are telling her to shoot it. Thien will shoot it, and Chloe will knock down the jumper. Wildcats are in the 60s. Check that. That's probably one of their higher scoring games they've had. Their season high is 61. As that goes out of bounds, they had 61 way back against Parkway back on January 6th.
Kind of surprising me. Well, you know, Parkway's a good, decent team, and what was the final score of that game?
61-52. That game was very close.
Yeah.
It was very close to the very end. Minster pulled away over at Rockford. And Parkway Panthers, their first winning season, I think, since like 96.
I think I heard that as well. So a good turnaround for that program.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Dan Williamson. Wildcats, West passes it up to Lamb for the jumper. Rebound there to Thien. Clooney will shoot a 3. Ball on the floor. We have a jump ball. There's a running clock. Probably the last possession as Minster will go to 15-8 overall and will advance on Saturday night. Here at Spencerville gets the winning of the next game between Fort Recovery and Waynesfield Goshen. Shreve dribbling the basketball. Down to 7 seconds. Shot up by Mendenhall. Ball on the floor by Lamb. It will go out of bounds. Our final score on the First National Bank scoreboard. Minster 61, Ridgemont 9. Jeff and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Welcome back to Spencerville as it's all Wildcats as they dominate the Ridgemont Golden Gophers 61-9. With our Wagner's IGA scores and recap, here's Jeff.
Thank you, Dave. Shooting for the Golden Gophers of Ridgemont, just 4 of 24 from the floor. As you see there, and of those shots, 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. Minster, very good from the floor, 26 of 57. Didn't shoot the 3 ball very well did most of their damage from interior inside the line, but they were 5 of 23 from beyond the line. Free throws, Ridgemont 1 of 4, Minster 4 of 7. Rebounding margin belongs to the Wildcats. They win that battle 32-17. Of those 32 rebounds, 18 of them offensive for the Cats. Turnovers in favor of Minster, they only have 8, whereas they force Ridgemont into 27. Again, those help Minster's offense really gel. That, the offensive rebounding, and then the flat-out good shooting. It was just all Minster tonight. Again, all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, the transition portion of it. Wildcats never really in doubt. They opened up a big 15-point lead at the end of the first quarter and just continue to expand that and grow that lead all 4 quarters.
The Wildcats go to 15-8 on this season. They will be playing on Saturday night. And then Ridgemont falls to 5-18. Let's look at our individual scoring.
For Ridgemont, Brooke Nelson, the senior, will finish her career with 5 points tonight. Lauren Wingfield with 2, and classmate Callie Cromer, a senior, will finish with 2. Their total of 9. For the Minster Wildcats, leading them in scoring tonight, Ella Mesher with 16 points, 13 from Lily Barhorse. Casey Albers with 9 points. Katie McClurg with 6. Morgan Sparks with 5. Kennedy Corti, 5. Claire Lamb.
Lamb, 5.
Claire Lamb, 5. Corti did not score.
Brooke Clooney with 2.
Brooke Clooney with 2. There we go. Chloe Thien with 2 and Anna Larger with 2. Their total of 61 points.
So one last order of business. Our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco, the senior Claire Lamb.
Yeah, she missed a lot of the season this year. She's playing her 10th game. She had a good first half. She was 2 of 2 from the field. Also was fouled in the act of shooting on one of those shots. Nailed down her 3-pointer. Congratulations, senior. Battling back from injury, participating, being a key member of this team this season, the games that she's been in. So congratulations to Claire Lamb, our NKTelco player of the game in this sectional semifinal game.
For our NKTelco sports crew, for our cameraman, Mr. Kurt Kuffner, our director's assistant director, Bryce Hamrick, our director, Scott Robinson, for my partner, Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.